3 dead, including suspect, in Marine base shooting Quantico, Virginia. AP: a Marine killed a male and female colleague in a shooting at a base in Northern Virginia before killing himself, officials said early Friday. Authorities were called to the scene at Marine Corps Base Quantico around 10:30 p.m. Thursday, where they found one Marine dead at a barracks, Base Commander Colonel David W. Maxwell told reporters. Authorities later found a second victim dead, along with the body of the suspected gunman, who died of self-inflicted gunshot wound. A base spokesman initially described the situation as a standoff. Maxwell said later in the morning that there was no standoff. Base spokesman Lieutenant Augustin Sullivan later clarified that after the first shooting, police had the shooter, isolated, in the barracks dorm room at the base's officer candidates school. No names were immediately released, but officials said all 3 were staff members at the school. Sullivan said the shooting was isolated to the school and authorities were confident there were no other casualties. The base was put on lockdown after the shooting, but the lockdown was lifted early Friday. During the lockdown, residents were warned over a loudspeaker to stay inside. The shooting is the second tragedy the Marine Corps has faced this week. 7 members of the 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force were killed Monday when a mortar shell exploded in its firing tip during an exercise at Hawthorne Army Depot in Nevada. 8 others were injured. The Quantico base, which is about 37 miles south of Washington, is also home to the FBI's training academy. Its officer candidate school is the equivalent of basic training for Marines interested in becoming officers. According to a Marine Corps website, the mission of Officer Candidate School is to train, screen and evaluate candidates. The training includes both academics and physical training such as endurance hikes and obstacles courses. Marines become second lieutenants on graduation from the 10-week program. In 2010, the Quantico base was one of several targets of an ex-Marine reservist who, during 5 nighttime shootings, fired on military targets including the Pentagon. Jonathan Meliku, on 2 separate occasions, fired at the National Museum of the Marine Corps in Quantico. No one was injured and Meliku was ultimately sentenced to 25 years in prison.